Unemployment is on the rise. The old way of thinking is over. Go to school, get a good secure job. The security part is a thing of the past. There is no security. The business of the 21st century is network marketing. Stop trading hours for dollars. Get your money working for you. On the Line Radio. Motivating, truth, informative, hearing from those making real money. On the Line Radio with Joe Todd. Here's your host. All right, thanks for joining us on the Line Radio. I'm your host, Joe Todd. We have a very special guest today, good friend of mine, Rob Mackenzie. He's actually the vice president, the regional vice president of LegalShield. And we're going to go into all what LegalShield is, but a little background on Rob. Rob was actually in law enforcement for 25 years. He's been in network marketing for over 15, and we're really lucky to have him on the show today. He's the regional vice president, as I said, of Ontario and Manitoba. So, Rob, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for the opportunity to be on the show.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. You're one of my mentors, and I really appreciate you being on the show. You're the first guest.
Wow, awesome. I love being first.
Absolutely. First of many, I hope. And so we'll just jump right into the questions. I know you're a busy man. You're running a successful business of your own here. So what network marketing company are you with?
I'm with the LegalShield company.
Right.
I'm with them 15 years.
15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So that's my next question. How long have you been with them? So 15 years, that's a long time. Would you say that most network marketing companies, people jump around a lot?
Well, I have been involved in other network marketing companies before I saw LegalShield, but I'm not a person who jumps around. But a lot of people do because they're looking for the get rich quick, the secret pill, the thing that's going to make them rich overnight. And truly, network marketing is not about that. It's about finding the right company that suits you best and sticking with it and working it. And the harder you work, the sort of luckier you get with any network marketing company. I happen to like the product and service that LegalShield has that was really sort of a complement to my background and my wife's background, who was a legal secretary for many years. And when you put that together, I saw a huge need for our services with no competition, which is another huge thing with LegalShield that attracted me here.
No competition. Wow. Can't say that about a lot of industries.
No, we really are the first, and really breaking ground and taking a product and service to the marketplace that virtually nobody has, everybody needs. It's affordable to the masses, and we're virtually the only store in town that has our combined legal plan and identity theft plan that is the most robust combination in the marketplace by far.
I guess the pool guy's a little jealous down the street because he definitely has competition.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter whether it's any product that we know, whether it's makeup, diet, vitamins, et cetera, there's so many companies competing for that particular service, but ours is quite unique in what we do.
Excellent. So you've been a success at this for 15 years, or you wouldn't still be involved in it. Is that right? I don't want you to pull out your wallet and show us your paychecks, but kind of explain what kind of successes you've had.
Well, when we got involved, we jumped in with both feet because we're so passionate about what we do. And I did take an early retirement from the police department, which is a big step in our particular home. I had a very good job, but at the time I had 5 teenagers at home. They were ready and, just itching to go off to university. So financially it was a big decision. Luckily, it was the right decision for us because of our very unique compensation plan. We were able to earn over $100,000 our first 6 months in LegalShield, and that has continued to grow and literally help thousands and thousands of people all across North America. And, to sort of put a figure on it, that we've helped a lot of other people earn some incredible income to the tune of about $12 million.
That's all? Wow. That's incredible. So that's definitely, in my definition, definitely the definition of success. And you said you like to share success, and that didn't stop with your family. You understand you have one son, 4 daughters, and a wife, and they're all involved in LegalShield?
Absolutely. We have a family business, and what a great opportunity that is to be able to work with our family. And because of the unique opportunity that LegalShield is, you can sort of dictate your own hours. You can work a lot or a little. But like I said earlier, the harder you work, the luckier you get. So what we found is it's a great opportunity for people that are interested in making, maybe a couple $100 a month, $500 a month, helping to put a few extra things on the table or that extra vacation or whatever. But it can also be an added second career. And it really is a career with our company. We have so many associates that have joined us and stayed with us our full 15 years that we've been in the country, and they're still with us. And that's a testimony to it is a career if you're looking for one, but it can still stay part-time. But if you want to develop into a full-time like I did in my particular situation, it's something that can be done as well.
Excellent. So I just want to be clear for our listeners. So you call it a career. It's your own business, though, right? You don't have to have any T4. You don't get T4s from the company. You don't get W-2s if you're in the U.S.
No, we are all independent contractors. A great way to explain that, it would sort of be like I think a lot of people are familiar with like a RE/MAX agent or independent contractors. We are all independent marketing associates with LegalShield, and so we all have our own businesses. We get the tax breaks of having our own business. It's generally home-based. Most of us work out of our homes. Our head office happens to be in Oklahoma, and our head office, our corporate office, are in Dallas. And our lawyers are scattered all across North America. So it gives us great tax breaks, which is one of the great benefits of doing LegalShield.
Excellent. So you mentioned the U.S. So this is available not just in the 2 provinces we mentioned that you're the regional vice president, but it's in Canada and the U.S.?
Well, our membership that gives people affordable access to the legal system, once you have a membership, it protects you right across North America, including the U.S., and so it gives you great peace of mind to have this access that virtually nobody has, and that peace of mind while you're traveling, et cetera. I got a call this morning from a lady who's traveling in Dallas, Texas area. It just happens to be where our headquarters is, but she needed to use her membership, and she had forgotten her card and was texting us to if we could send her a membership number so she could use the services while she was traveling. So it's absolutely incredible.
Absolutely, that's awesome. So I guess let's go into that. That gives us a good segment into LegalShield and what it involves. So obviously it's not for the big things. It's not the murder trials you're covering. It's not, you've been arrested and you're going to jail necessarily. It's for more than that, do you think?
Well, we will cover you for those things as well, but the best way to explain it is a little thing that we call If You Were My Lawyer story. And think about this for the listeners that are listening in. If you were a lawyer and had to provide these services, what would you charge someone? So looking at lawyers in the Ontario market, for instance, we're talking maybe $300-400 an hour, maybe more. So let's just take it a couple of $100 for easy math. At a couple of $100 an hour, what would you as a lawyer have to charge for these services? Well, let me go through them real quick just so you can understand the value of this. And now think of a lawyer. First of all, I want you to be available not only for me, but my entire family, kids up to the age of 21, 23 if they're going away to college or university, anyone I have legal guardianship for, or any physically or mentally challenged children living in the home. I want them to have access to you, the lawyer, on a toll-free number, first of all, a toll-free number that we can call into your offices during business hours, of course, about any legal issue. No problem is too small, no problem is too large. We can pick up the phone and call. We can call once a day, twice a day, 5 times a day if the need be. Wow. And I want you to not charge us at your $200 an hour rate. I want you to charge us on a month-to-month basis, a flat monthly fee. So I hope you're adding this up, that you want to do that for us. Now, on top of that, I want you to make sure that you have lawyers in the field of expertise in the field of law. So you may need to hire some extra lawyers to look after us. You pay them out of this monthly fee that you're charging me and my family. I also want you to be able to review any contracts and documents for me before I sign them. 10 pages or so, just every time, up to about 10 pages. I do understand that lawyers need some parameters, so 10 pages at a time, but I can send something in. My kid's leasing a car, getting a student apartment, before I purchase a home, before I sign a cell phone contract, before I sign anything. Basically, I'll just fax it down, courier it down, get it down to you to review. On top of that, if you feel a phone call or letter will benefit me or my family, write that letter, make that phone call to a third party. Again, just thinking about that $200 an hour, just add that in. On top of that, I'd like you to update my will because I haven't done that. As a matter of fact, I don't even have a will. So I want you to prepare my will and do both powers of attorney for me in this little deal that we're making. And I hope you're adding this up probably with a calculator now. On top of that, in emergency situations, Madam Lawyer, Mr. Lawyer, I want you available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for me, 365 days of the year. So whether it's on a Christmas holiday or like a Canada Day holiday coming up, whatever, that you're available 24 hours a day. So if you're not available, and I truly understand that you may want to take a holiday or a day off, that you hire another lawyer and have that lawyer available to me for emergency situations, such as, if I'm in a serious car accident, if, children's aid shows up at my door, if I'm arrested or detained, emergency situations. I do understand I'm not going to get my will done in the middle of the afternoon or on a Sunday afternoon, but in emergency situations, I want you available. And if I'm out of province, I want you to make sure that there's a lawyer in that particular area that will look after me in emergency situations as well. So just what I've talked about so far. And, by the way, just one more thing. Once you give me a price, Mr. and Mrs. Lawyer, you must honor that fee for the rest of my life. You can never increase it no matter how many times I use the services, no matter how many times I call or my family calls. You can never, ever increase it for the rest of my life. But I don't want a contract. If I'm not happy with your services, I do want to be able to cancel at any time. I don't want to be locked in, but I want you to lock in the price for me. So, Mr. and Mrs. Lawyer, how much would you have to charge me for what I just talked about quickly right there?
And they probably look at you like you're crazy. No offense, Rob.
Well, I've had a lot of people tell me anything from $5,000 a month to $500 a month, but it's never really been under $500 a month. And we do all of that for just $26 a month and much more as well.
$26 a month in Canada. That is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Wow, that's a lot of information to take in. So in order to be able to pitch this stuff, and you sound like you're very confident with it, you must have some mentors, some influences, or people that you look up to.
Oh, absolutely. And one of those people is the founder and CEO of our company, Harlan and Shirley Stonecipher, who are now retired. But they have been mentors to me, and just do a great job of setting the pace and how you would start something from nothing, and have worked with me, as well as, many people within our company. We have great friends who were the vice presidents in Florida for LegalShield for many, many years before we got involved, Cleve and Dulcie Pickens, and they've helped us immensely. They've been great mentors to us. And, of course, our new CEO, Mr. Rip Mason, and our president, Alan Fernley, are incredible mentors and a great business experience to help us, take this to the marketplace. And we're very proud to be working alongside of them as well. Excellent.
Sounds like you're definitely in a circle where you're bound to succeed.
Well, somebody said that you're some of the 5 people you hang around most, as far as income, health, et cetera, et cetera. So I looked around with the 5 people I was hanging around the most and said, I need to change this a little bit. So about 15 years ago, I started changing it, and things have changed.
Excellent. And that's why we hang out. I'm going to hang out with you more. You're on the lake, right?
Yes.
I'll have to come see you. So what is a typical day in the life of Rob Mackenzie on a weekday?
On a weekday, well, weekdays, weekends aren't much different. We're pretty relaxed. We live on a beautiful lake. I'm sitting in my